Hey guys, let's see how to fix your camera not working on a Dell laptop. As you can see, I got this message, right? This is a Dell laptop, but this also works for different laptops. I'm just here talking about Dell because I have an extra option here to check on Dell laptops, right? The first thing that I have to check, no matter what laptop you have, is the physical part, right? You see that I have the camera right here. Just make sure that the camera is not blocked. Some laptops has a port here that you can block the camera. That's the first thing that you have to check. If you have the camera blocked here, you're not gonna see this message. That'll be a different one, right? You're gonna see just a blank screen here. But in this case, just make sure that you don't have the camera disabled here, and also check any buttons here that could enable or disable the camera physically, right? That looks like silly, right? But that happens a lot. Some laptops has a button here close to the ask button or close to the power button, and you see a symbol there that shows that you can turn on and turn off the camera. So just make sure you don't have those, or here somewhere on the laptop, look everywhere to make sure that's not a physical button, right? And if it's not, just come here to your device settings, device manager, sorry. Just come here to the search bar and type device manager or just device, and it shows up this device manager. And here you can see the devices that you have. You see that I don't have the camera available here, right? That's the first clue that it's not working. The camera is not physically enabled here somewhere, right? Just make sure that you check here on view and show hidden devices. Okay, and you see that I have cameras now. There we go. When I click here, I have integrated camera, but it's not possible to enable the camera. See here, when I right click, there's the option to update the driver, uninstall device, scan for hardware changes and properties, but there's no way to enable the camera. You should see a menu here saying enable the camera, and the camera is grayed out. That means the camera is disabled on your BIOS computer, right? On the BIOS setup. That's why I'm talking about Dell computer, right? You have to enter into the Dell's BIOS and enable there. Of course, with other computers, it works as well, but as I'm using a Dell here, it could be different if you're using a different computer, okay? So let me just restart the computer, get into the BIOS and check there. If you have a different computer, that'll be a different way, but for Dell computers, you just need to restart and press the F2 keys. So I'm just going to restart here and start pressing the F2 key continuously until it goes to the BIOS setup, right? If you have a HP or a Lenovo or something like this, you should check how to get into the BIOS and check there if the camera is working. For Dell, I'm just pushing here the F2 key several times. You see the logo here and preparing to enter BIOS setup. That's the one that I should see. There we go. So I have the BIOS setup. Depending on the Dell laptop, it's going to be different here. The interface could be different. This one, I can use the mouse, for example. Some of them, you just need to use the arrow keys. But the bottom line is that you need to come here and find the integrated devices. So I find mine here, right? And you see here, the camera is disabled. So I need to come here and enable the camera. So I click this box and I just apply the changes, right? And then I need to confirm. So I hit OK. And then I just exit here and wait for the computer to boot up again. So I can check one more time on the device manager and see if the camera is there and if it's possible to enable the camera, okay? So let's just wait for the computer boot up. Okay, guys, so we are back with the Windows 11, and here I just need to come here and look for the device manager again. I see that I have the option here when I check here in the search bar. If you don't see it, you just type here device and go to the device manager. And now I have the option here for camera, and you see that now the camera, it's not grayed out anymore, right? So I can come here and I can disable the device. Right now the device is enabled. That means the camera is working, okay? So let's just double check. So I can come here to the search bar and type camera. That's the camera app. And see if it works. And then I need to give access to the camera, to the microphone. I'm gonna choose yes and yes, give access to everything here. and you see that's working now. Pretty good. Okay, so it's working right now. If yours is not working yet, just follow the other steps. So come here to the integrated camera again on the device manager, right click and update the driver. Okay, so just come here and search for automatic drivers. You see here the USB device. So if you don't have the driver correctly installed, you're gonna have an option here to install it, and then you go from here. Okay, so check the drivers, and also you can check something else here. That's the privacy settings, right? So just come here to the search bar and type privacy. Then you're gonna see camera privacy settings. That's the one. Okay, look for this one. And here you're gonna see the camera access. Just make sure that's enabled here so you can use the camera. And also it's enabled to use with the application. You see here that I can enable for Microsoft Teams, for example, Xbox, or any other applications. When you're usually trying to use the application is going to pop up a message asking you to enable the camera. Okay, so it's able to use the camera. But in this case, you can come here directly to privacy and security and enable the camera here for these applications, all right? And then you're good to go here and just close this again. And then you check the camera one more time, okay? So here see camera, and I see that's working, okay? So pretty easy like this. And basically you see that the camera is working right now when you see the LED also flashing here, okay? So super simple. Those are the ways you can check if your camera is working on your Dell laptop or also in different laptops. The difference here is just with the BIOS setup. But just make sure to try in this order, right? So the basic stuff first. Check if the camera is not covered here. If there is no button preventing the camera to work, then you check the device manager. Then you can find if the camera is there or not. One more time here, just type device and come to the device manager. See if the camera is here. Make sure you click on view and show hidden devices so you can see the camera. You see that when it's not enabled there, you don't see it. So make sure to show the hidden devices, and then you come here to the camera, and it's supposed to be available here, not grayed out. If it's grayed out, it's the BIOS. Then you just need to go there, enable to the BIOS, and come here. If it's still disabled, you just come here and choose enable, right? Right now, I have this disable option. You see here that I can just disable from here. And when it got disabled, you see that's a different icon here, right? So here I can enable back. So those are the logical sequences. If you don't have the camera in the BIOS, it's not gonna work. If the camera it's disabled physically here, it's not gonna work. So try this first, and then you go to the BIOS, and then drivers, right? So I hope this helps. Please subscribe to this channel. Leave your comments here if it works for you, if it doesn't work for you. And also, subscribe to the channel. I see you in the next video.